Welcome to Meet My Friends, the podcast.
Put it under your chin. Yeah. Well, happy birthday, Nat.
Thank you. Happy birthday, me. 33.
33, and we're driving to Disneyland.
The classic.
Classic.
When in doubt, don't know what to do, go to Disney.
Yes.
Because it's the happiest place on earth.
Yeah, and it'll make you happy no matter what.
Absolutely.
You just have to buy into it, literally and figuratively. So we were talking, and I was like, we should start recording the podcast. We were talking, look at all the looky-loos on the freeway. They just have to stop and look at what the firemen are doing. Okay, so we were talking about taking bets on whose feet would get tired first. And so today on my feet, I'm wearing a pair of New Balance shoes. I bought them in January, but I do wear them to walk the dogs every day, twice a day. I don't untie them. I slip my foot in. They're pretty broken in. They're pretty comfortable. Some of the cushion is gone. But I think I'll be okay. I don't think my feet will get tired first. What did you wear on your feet?
Today I'm wearing Vans, which I know is bad, but my Adidas were dirty, and I just could not go out in public without washing them, and I didn't have time for that.
Yeah.
So I decided my feet are going to be tired regardless of what I'm wearing.
And you're just going to accept it.
I'm just
so you're going to have the sorest feet first, for sure.
It's pretty likely. I think our bet is the time that the complaints start.
Oh, the first complaint.
I think that it's inevitable. We always start talking about our knees and our feet.
Yes. Okay, my bet for first time is, what time is it now? 9:57. I think the first comment will happen at 2:19.
That's really early. I was thinking like 6 o'clock.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're not a big complainer. You could probably hold on a while.
I think I complain a lot.
No, next to me, you don't really complain a lot at all. I complain a lot. I have no problem complaining. Honestly, complaining motivates me. The more, if I feel sick or if something's wrong, I'm just going to vocalize it. It almost like leaves my body for a second. That's what complaining does for me.
I think it's healthy to complain because you can't hold your feelings in.
That's right. But also don't annoy me with your complaining. You know?
I think I do it in a subtle enough way that maybe you don't realize how much I complain.
No, I'm a very okay. I like things when I want them now. But I am also like really patient with other people. True or false?
I think you have a lot more patience with others than you do with yourself.
True, yes. I have no patience for myself. The
second that you decide you need something, all patience is out the window. And we need to hurry and get it immediately.
Yes. Yes, yeah. I love that energy. That's exactly right. Yeah. And now I'm going to blame the Taurus moon for that. I don't think that's my fault. I really want a breakfast burrito. I am hungry. I didn't get coffee this morning. I knew you were going to expect me to be late because I stopped at the coffee shop, so I did not go to AMP for my latte.
Surprised.
I wanted everything to be perfect and punctual on your birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate you picking me up in Burbank. Typically, I drive to you and hop in.
Yes.
But it was a luxury. Oh, we're staying on the 5, right?
That's correct.
Okay, that's why I go to work. That's why
your muscle memory is kicking in.
I'm like, oh.
Yep. No, it's okay. We are literally on the freeway.
What was I saying? What I want to eat today? Oh.
I wonder.
Beignets?
Well, we can do that. That's great. Yeah.
I don't really.
Oh, damn. Well, that person just hopped right in and cut that car off in front of me. Anyway, beignets are good. I want a breakfast burrito to start. You said you found one, right? Where?
Galactic Grill.
What, in Star Wars land?
I don't know. I thought that was the other side to the right when you get in.
Okay, that might be better, but...
What area is that called?
Tomorrowland.
Oh. I'll check the app and see.
Okay, because I want to... If we can grab it... I know today our priority is seeing Tiana's Bayou, because we haven't seen that.
Absolutely. And we need to go to Haunted Mansion, because apparently they changed some things. I don't think that it was very much, but we'll see.
Okay, they updated Haunted Mansion, and
we need to go on the ride we discovered last visit, which is Mickey's Railway or something. That was the cutest ride I've ever
Oh my god,
been on.
it's so cute. It's a little kitty something. Oh my god, these cars. These people rushing to work are driving for their lives.
That's yeah. They're all late. It's 10 o'clock.
They're very late. They're like, oops, slept in.
They were late dropping off their kid at school.
Their kid was late for school then too.
Okay.
I see what kind of people we're dealing with here.
Stressed ones.
Really stressed. Okay, so we're gonna go on the Mickey and Minnie ride. So we're gonna go back to that back corner to start. Maybe we should go meet Winnie the Pooh then, because I think Winnie the Pooh's over there.
Okay.
And he's just so cute. Like, who doesn't want to meet Winnie the Pooh?
I would love to meet him. I don't think I've ever met him.
Really? Oh, you need a picture with Winnie the Pooh on your birthday, especially because when you were younger, you had a bunch of Winnie the Pooh stuff.
Yeah, he was one of my faves for sure.
Does Tiana makes something. She makes beignets, right? I wonder.
She made clothes. Did I make that? No, that's Cinderella. I don't remember. I've actually only watched Tiana once ever.
Oh,
and
really?
I thought it was the best movie ever.
And then you never watched it again.
Well, this was like last year or the year before.
Right. It's cute. I like Papa
really
Legba,
cute.
and I like Creole Haitian stuff. And so, yeah, that guy is based on whatever. Anyway, it's cute. I think she has like a beignet shop or a beignet recipe or a song about beignets. So we definitely got to eat some beignets. I do wish there were more roller coasters at Disneyland, though.
What do you mean? There's quite a few.
Well, my favorite ride of all time at Disneyland is Space Mountain. That's my absolute favorite ride. And then I think it's probably Big Thunder Canyon. What is your top 2 rides?
Space Mountain. And probably Thunder Canyon also.
Yeah, we're coaster girls.
But they have that, what's the snowy one? They have that.
The Matterhorn.
We usually skip that because it gives us headaches.
It literally breaks my body now. I feel like, I don't know if I'm just like lacking muscle mass, if I'm aging, or if the ride's just getting older, or if it's probably a culmination of all of those things.
All of the above.
But I can't sit on that ride for very long. No. We could try it. We could try it today, but I anticipate it'll make me sick.
I do like these like combination rides they're doing now. Like the Star Wars. And
Yeah.
that railroad one that we think is cute. It's like you're in a cart. It's not a roller coaster. But they have the screens, like there's a 3D almost element to it.
Okay.
But there's also characters. Picture It's a Small World. All those characters just float around doing stuff.
Right. I like that they're like encompassing different types of technology. Like you go onto the Rise of the Resistance and there's a cool like moving floor thing, and like they play with what's that perspective? What's that perspective thing that they they play with depth perspective? No, there's
I don't know what you're saying.
They play with oh my god, is someone screaming at the podcast right now? Like what I'm trying to say? They play with that optical
The
illusion.
holograms.
No, well, that's cool too. I'm talking about the optical illusion of the one room when you go in, and it's supposed to be like the hangar, in Star Wars, and it's supposed to be like you're in this giant airplane, like ship hangar, but they're playing with your optical perspective and making it look like it's bigger than it is based on how they paint it.
Yes.
I'm going to remember the word later, and I'm going to scream it. Maybe we'll have to go on that ride to find out what it's called. I hope there's no lines today. We were really strategic about picking when we went.
Yes, yesterday was May the 4th, which is a Star Wars holiday.
And a Sunday. So we felt that we were going to beat the crazies. The crazies would leave today because they spent the whole weekend there for Star Wars weekend. So we're hoping it's dead today in the park. It's also gray and crappy looking. It's perfect for us.
Mm-hmm.
We won't bake in the sun.
Hate the sun, so that is a really big plus. This is our perfect day.
This is our perfect day.
I want overcast, maybe a little sunshine.
A pop. You can give me a peak of sun at 2:30.
Actually, maybe a little later for a little sunset.
Okay, so we'll take our pop of sun at 4:30, please.
Maybe 2:30 and 4:30.
4:30 to 6:30. Okay. I hope that the Starbucks on Main Street has foam for my latte.
Of course they will.
Lately, I've been getting a cold. You got me on cold brew, and I'm so excited because I feel like it's way better for me than drinking all that nut milk.
It is, but you need to make sure they do light on the syrup because I discovered pretty late.
I don't get syrup.
Oh, I know, but okay, so you tell them. They just do it.
What do you mean?
So I usually get like a chocolate foam cold brew, but they add a pump of flavor of vanilla or chocolate or something.
No, that's
at the bottom of the cup before the cold brew.
That's some Burbank shit.
No, it's everywhere. I'm telling you, it's everywhere.
They've been doing it, and I have no idea.
Yes, because I finally saw them. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's part of the recipe of this drink," and I'm like, "I thought."
Well, I don't order a drink. Or like that. You know what I do?
Separate?
I get an ice cold brew.
Oh,
and then I go in and customize, and I just add the cold foam.
That's probably the way.
That's what you need to do.
It's always like a menu item, like a chocolate cream cold brew, or a Irish cream cold brew, or a pumpkin cream cold brew.
Oh, see, I don't do that. I don't do that because they definitely add flavor.
Oh.
And honestly, they always dump so much cold foam on top that it ends up sweetening my drink anyway.
I did switch recently to the brown sugar shaken espresso.
Really popular. I heard Stassi talk about it on something.
It's pretty good.
Vanderpump Villa or something like that recently. And I was like, oh my god, Stassi drinks it?
Yeah, there's just too much oat milk in it. So I don't usually finish it.
Yeah.
I like it for 80% of the drink.
You just need to get in there on the app and build your drink from scratch. Because you can add a splash of I add a splash of oat milk sometimes to the cold brew.
Anytime I use the app, it does not allow me to pick up from the locations that I need to. So I have to walk up. Old school.
That's really annoying.
I know. It always says unavailable, and then I see other people using it. I just thought, do I not have enough points to
They're rejecting
this?
you?
Yeah.
No.
I know. And I even showed them. I said, are you not available at this time? And they're like, yeah, look at all these. And, well, my app says unavailable. Nobody knows.
Like that. There you go. That's nice. Okay. Well, that's good. And that sucks. Maybe it's just this location. Is it near your office?
It's everyone that is on the way to where I need to go. Where I live.
Damn.
Both in Burbank and the two by the office.
Well, I trust that everyone in Burbank... See, the thing about Burbank, and I love Burbank, don't get me wrong, I love it out there. It's nice and safe and wholesome and cute. It's the suburbs of LA. My favorite thing about Burbank, though, or the thing about Burbank, though, is that the people of Burbank are they frequent chains. They like it. You go to Burbank and all the cool chain restaurants that you grew up with in the Midwest or whatever are there. You'll find your Olive Garden, your Chili's, your Outback Steakhouse, whatever. It's all in Burbank. Probably in the Empire Center Plaza. But I believe that every person in Burbank is frequenting Starbucks still. And I think that'll change. I think that the indie coffee shop will rise to popularity, and there's definitely some people that do it. But for the most part, Everyone's got families and stuff. It's probably easier if you're commuting to school or work to open the app and go tap, 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 order the entire family's drink every morning.
It's best to just not go to Starbucks or Burbank, honestly. That's why I started making my own lattes at home.
That's right. And you have an entire coffee station at home now. Natalie has a very, very well put together coffee plan at home, a coffee bar. Can you give us the highlights of your coffee bar?
It's really simplified since I got it. When I first got my Nespresso, it's just an espresso also. It's not like a fancy latte machine.
Listen, it's fancy.
I went and bought all these syrups and all these like cute things to put on the coffee bar.
You got cute glasses and straws.
I don't use any of that. I don't use any of it.
You don't?
No, I had to throw it all away.
Shut up.
I know. All I do is I put honey in my cup and my espresso.
Right.
I let it melt together, do its thing, and then I add ice and whatever milk I'm drinking at the time.
What's your favorite Nespresso pod?
Oh, just the iced latte ones. They only have one type
for iced, yeah. It's the it's
and
like a
doubles.
blue.
Doubles, yeah.
And the doubles, yeah. Okay, cool. That's good.
All the other ones kind of taste like crap, honestly.
I was at Rogers Gardens. Oh my god. Should you open your... Well, no, you'll do your birthday gift later. I was at Rogers Gardens, though, with my friend Nick the other day, and we were smelling roses. So we went to go to a coffee shop out there that you took me to, that Nick saw on Instagram and has been begging me to go to since...
Did you like it?
He loved it.
Okay. And it's very cute.
Nick, the thing about Nick is he loves a little day trip, like we do.
Yeah.
But he doesn't really do it ever. So when he does it, he's so appreciative and so excited to go, just to get out of the city and do something.
Really nice.
Yeah, and then he got to take his cute little... It's very photogenic in there, so we got to take pictures of our... We split everything. We got like a big Caesar salad, and we got like a bagel and lox thing, and he really had a great time.
That's great.
But when we were at Rogers Gardens, I was going to say something. Oh, there was a cookbook. They have, how the gift shop has like all these cute books and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was one that was all plant-based, and it was like syrups and stuff. So like there was like a rhubarb something syrup, and I was like, this should be in a latte.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, so I took
Well,
I took a picture of it. This is horrible. This is horrible. And I hope that soon my life circumstance changes so that I'm not doing something so bad. But I'm sure everyone listening can sympathize. No! Oh my god!
So this sounds like you're leading up to
No!
What you're leading up to is not bad at all. Everybody does
it. It is very bad because independent bookstores matter. I took a photo.
It's not a bookstore. It's a garden center.
I know, but...
Don't feel bad.
I took a photo of the cover, and then I looked it up on Amazon, and it was like a fraction of the price. So I added it to our shopping cart. And
Everybody does it. There's no shame.
There's shame.
It's only shame you're putting on yourself.
I know, but at the same
shops for deals.
I try to be a better person.
If it was a bookstore,
it's still a family-run business. Sure, they're rich as hell.
Yesterday,
you did?
I was gonna order from Amazon, then I decided.
You savage! You good girl! Yeah, wow! Oh, that's good karma for your birthday.
I know. Thank you.
So, what book did you buy? It's my favorite author, you guys. So I was really. Of course, she sent me a photo of it, and I tracked this book like before it even came out.
I thought that you should read it, and then I read what was inside, and I want to read this. And then Daniela walked into the store, and she said, "That's on my list to read." And I was like, "Okay."
Grady Hendrix is a great author. Grady Hendrix has done books like Horror Store, which, if you're unfamiliar, is a story about It's basically all takes place in an IKEA. And the book looks like an IKEA catalog. He gets the aesthetic right every time. He gets like the interesting thing right every time. He wrote an 80s story that was called My Best Friend's Exorcism. And the book is really good, but the Amazon did an adaptation of it, and it was really bad. And this one's called A Southern Vampire Slayer's guide or something
There we
to.
go. I just found it. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires.
Yeah, so it's about a Southern book club that slays
They're
vampires.
in Charleston.
It's amazing, and I love Charleston. I love everything about it, and I haven't read it yet.
Yeah.
But I definitely intend to read it. I literally looked into how I could get the film rights for it before I read the book. I didn't even read the book. And I was like, I want this. I want to make this into the movie.
We just love vampires.
I was kind of happy that
Yes.
Amazon fucked up his movies so much, because maybe now no one will touch his books for a while until I can do it.
That won't happen.
Shut up.
Sorry.
You're so mean. That book you bought has been out for years.
I know.
Okay.
I just think no one has original ideas anymore, so like every single book is already spoken for.
Yeah, they literally sell book rights
Yeah.
before it comes out to the
That's
shelf.
crazy. So I'm not saying it's burst your bubble.
There's a billboard for Disney.
I just wanted to check in. Do you know where we're going, or do you need me to check the map?
We're on the 5. We just take the 5 all the way to Disney.
Just making sure.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. You just haven't looked at it.
Here we
in a
go.
while.
Let me look.
Just making sure. I'm pretty sure I'm 99.9% thinking we are good, but I'm just making sure.
Last night at dinner, I couldn't hear anything.
Well, that happens at a restaurant. Sometimes people are noisy.
It's like, what? Led Zeppelin?
You're also with 3 tourist girls who are pretty chill.
I know, you guys
We
were.
don't-
I feel
we
like you were
don't
low
yell.
talking at me. I was like,
We're-
what?
We're not yelling.
We went to dinner last night for Natalie's birthday. We went to
Hatchet Hall.
Hatchet Hall, but more importantly, when we parked the car, we parked out front of the restaurant or the bar that we saw Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras at once upon a time.
Yeah, flashback.
Flashback moment. And I was like, wait, I think we've been in here. But Hatchet Hall was cute, and the food was good, and our server was nice. He splashed us with some sparkling wine for Natalie's birthday.
Yes, we really went there for the cornbread. It was delicious.
Branzino was great too.
It was good. I liked the carrots. I liked the salad.
I loved the salad. I mean, I can't not like a Caesar salad. I might have a Caesar salad today. Doesn't the Cafe Orleans have a Caesar salad?
Have to.
I really want one. A good one.
Remember you ordered something last time and it was not good? We need to remember for you to not order that this time.
Oh, yeah.
What was
I
it,
didn't
grits?
like it.
Some sort of grits, something in grits.
Does not sound like me. That I would not order grits.
You ordered something that was not your typical
I
order.
know. I get really adventurous. I'm like, I'm going to be different. I'm going to try something different and cool.
It had a funny sauce on it.
Yeah, I remember. It had a funny sauce. It was like a red sauce.
Are you going to get your lobster mac?
The thing about I love trying new and cool Disney food, and that one shack at the back there always has something cool going on.
If they're open. Sometimes they're just not open.
Sometimes they're just not open,
which
but
is rude.
I'll get. I don't think I'm gonna get mac and cheese. I'll be honest, I don't.
It's kind of a mac and cheese day. Look at it.
I don't know. I'm trying to be as skinny as possible.
Well, you know what that means?
It means if I'm gonna,
It means we're just going to go get chicken skewers from the Bengal place.
well, I do like those chicken skewers. Those are
the
good.
veggie skewers good too.
But if I'm gonna
Skewers all day.
if I know I'm gonna be on my feet walking all day, and it doesn't matter. But if I'm gonna be bad, I want to get like French fries, or I want to get like chocolate,
That's a good, yeah.
or I want tequila.
Maybe there's going to be a theme of things I eat today, like things on a stick. So all the skewers are good. I could get a turkey, like pogo.
You can't do that. Beignets
Corn
don't come
dog.
on a stick, and you
A
said you wanted a
beignet?
beignet.
You're right. But I could get a
We could
churro,
keep
which is
the stick.
technically a stick shape.
We could keep the stick, and we could skewer everything.
I don't like this idea anymore.
Okay, we're
I
out of
take
it.
back.
But I do like corn dogs. Whoa, biker boy, jeez, that was crazy.
I'm kind of glad we're not going on Guardians of the Galaxy
Look,
this time.
Disneyland Drive, 1 mile. We're right here. Wasn't that the fastest ride you've ever gotten at Disneyland?
It was pretty good.
Uh-oh, here we go. Can't miss the exit. Remember when the pandemic happened and we got to go to Disneyland that one time? Oh, look, we do have a carpool lane that goes there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Remember when we went to Disneyland in the pandemic and, like, nobody was there?
Oh, that was also a birthday trip for me. Remember?
That was the best day at Disney
when
of our lives.
We had, like, 40% capacity allowed,
yes.
and we got tickets.
Yes.
That was
the
first week of it reopening after the pandemic.
That was the best day.
We got on every ride.
Multiple times.
We
rode Indiana Jones like 4 times.
And then we're like, well, we have nothing left to do. That's literally never been a problem at Disneyland.
Never been a problem.
So if that ever happens again, we know the first thing we have to do.
Exactly. Get tickets for Disney.
Another thing that I wanted to do was the water parks, because they're going to be the cleanest water.
Yeah, and I never got to do it. So next time that there's a global pandemic, we're going to definitely go to a water park. Because think of it. They're going to drain the wave pool. They're going to drain the slides because it's going to be closed for a minute. And then when they're ready to reopen, it's going to be all fresh water, not one drop of urine. Urine free.
Yeah. Urine free.
Urine free.
Wow. That's a dream.
That's the dream. That's the only kind of water park I want. Like, imagine someone opened an adults only water park.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
I do think that they should add, like, that thing to the water that shows if someone then everyone can do them
and kick them out. But then what do you do? Then everyone knows. Then everyone knows it.
At this point, there's got to be something to sprinkle in the water to absorb it.
That's disgusting. It doesn't work like that. What they do is they put chlorine in, and then that way, if you ever go into a pool and you smell it super chloriney, that's how you know how dirty the water is.
Well, that's why I don't go in pools.
That's why.
Unless
it's the NoHo Park pool, because nobody goes in that pool and it's so clean and nice. Remember that one summer a couple years ago where I was obsessed with swimming at the NoHo Park pool?
I'm surprised.
I got really into it. Yeah, I was really into it. It was it's massive.
You should come to the Burbank one.
It's super deep and nobody's ever in it. There might be like one kid and his dad like bopping around the shallow end, but nobody's there.
Can you bring a floaty?
I think you can have a floaty in the shallow end, but not in the deep end, because that's where people are like swimming laps. No diving board. Does Burbank have a diving board?
I don't know. I've never been, but I've seen it, and I just think it might be cleaner. Actually, maybe it's busier.
I don't know what to do here. There's all this traffic.
We all just go into
Okay. I'm like, why? What do these people know? Why are they all in the same lane? We're pulling into Disneyland to park.
I see a Disneyland sign.
It's cute. It's like a little blue cyclone. It looks like an ice cream cone. Okay, predictions. How many sweet treats are you going to have today?
Only 2.
Well, any characters you're going to meet?
Maybe 1. I'm not big on that.
Okay. And if you could meet any character, what character would you meet?
I want to pick a really weird one.
Okay.
Actually, can I say the character I want to see the least?
Okay.
Stitch.
You're like over Stitch.
He can go away back to space.
Get out of here, Stitch. People love Stitch.
I know. That's why I kind of hate it.
Honestly,
I'm tired of seeing it.
I like the least popular. I love a Gaston. I love like a villain, like a Captain Hook would be a dream. I would love to meet Captain Hook.
You love him.
I love Captain Hook. God, this traffic line is huge.
It's just don't worry about it.
Okay. I love to meet anyone from the 100 Acre Wood.
Oh yeah. Tigger.
The Evil Stepsisters are really fun. What Toy Story character do you want to meet the most?
I love Woody and Buzz.
Classics.
I know it's not a very creative answer.
That's okay. That's okay. That's the truth.
I like them. They're
How do
really
you feel?
cute. I was Buzz for Halloween one year.
Do you have a cool backpack?
I did. It was an inflatable one.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Should we could be Woody and Buzz again this year.
I'd like to be Woody because I was already with Buzz. I don't think you're okay with being Buzz.
You're right. I don't want to be Buzz.
That doesn't work.
We could be 2 Woodies.
No. Do you want to be the girl? The girl cowboy?
Jessie?
Jessie.
I don't like Jessie.
With
I don't
her
know what
hair?
it is about her, but it's just not for me.
We wouldn't be friends.
Maybe
with
we're
Jessie.
too similar. Maybe we're too. I don't know. I don't know what it is about Jessie.
She's just not the vibe. You know, I would like to be the slinky dog with you.
And you're gonna be the butt?
No. I don't want to be the butt.
You're going to be the butt.
Okay.
You get a cute tail. Think about it that
I
way.
know, that's the only thing making me interested.
Okay, well,
Or
who's your favorite Disney villain?
Ursula. Classic.
I think Cruella's mine. I've always been a big Cruella fan. Okay, who's your favorite hero? Disney hero?
Probably Moana.
Oh my god. Moana.
She's a hero because she saves the whole village.
The whole
Pacific
village.
again.
The village of Mountain
Yeah,
is
she goes
all
on a
you
big
need.
journey. Find others.
Yes.
Save their land from rotting away.
Yes.
She's a hero.
Yes.
Cares about the planet.
I like Moana. That's a good choice. My favorite hero.
Not gonna be better than Moana.
It's not. I'm gonna pick Moana. You sold me on Moana. I'm down for Moana.
True hero.
Okay, who's your favorite in the whatever they call them, the Sweet Six or whatever? Out of Mickey, Minnie, Daisy, Donald, Goofy, and Pluto, who's your favorite?
Pluto?
Pluto's a really good one. I'm
That's
Goofy,
yours.
Goofy
Yeah,
for
you're
sure.
Goofy, for sure.
But Pluto might be my second favorite.
It's just we like a great companion.
We love a good companion, a loyal companion like
We
Pluto.
like dogs.
And one time when I used to work within the Disney company, I was at the parks in Orlando, and I did a downward dog with Pluto. We both did downward dog when I was really into yoga.
Do you remember that challenge when you did yoga positions all over the town?
Yes,
What
yes,
was that?
that was just like a thing.
I remember I tried to do it with you and then I quickly fell
gave
off,
up?
but you did quite a bit of it.
I did 30-day challenge. It might have became like a 60-day challenge. I don't know. Whatever. Finding identity in a
All
big
over
city.
New York streets.
Yeah, all over New York City. Not New York streets. That's in Central Park mostly. God, I need a burrito. Let's go. Let's get into the park. Let's get a burrito. Let's go on a ride and we'll check in.
Sounds good.
Nat, you have the best birthday at Disneyland ever. I hope you do.
Thanks.
Okay, bye. Natalie and I are having drinks right now at Cafe Orleans, and she really wanted us to check in.
I think this is the only time we can. Because otherwise we're huffing and puffing running to our next ride.
I'm about to start my third mint julep.
I'm on my third glass of Chardonnay.
Okay, what did you want to check in on first and foremost?
Here, no rush, okay?
Thank you so much. Okay. Hold
First
on. Matt from Little Rock, Arkansas. Hold on.
We have to give him a shout out.
We got to give our server a shout out. What's our date? What's the date today? The 5th.
May 5th. Cinco de Mayo.
Okay, we're giving him a shout out. Hopefully he gets some kind of props for that. Okay.
My first note is Lindsay already broke the complaining rule the
Oh my
second
God.
we got out of the car.
That was because I was getting up and I was stretching from driving us.
It still happened. We said we would take note It was 10:57 a.m. and your legs and your back were already hurting.
It was just a stretching moment. I was good after. It doesn't
Okay,
count.
what's your
it doesn't
current,
count.
What's your current 412 body feel like?
My current what?
Your current 4:12 p.m. body feel like?
My 4:12 p.m. body feels really great because I've had 2 mint juleps and I just had a hearty late lunch.
My body feels great too.
/ early
Aside
dinner.
from my wet pants, I have no complaints.
I had a short rib, a braised short rib, and a Caesar salad, and mashed potatoes and asparagus. And that's why, like, if you're coming to Disneyland, Cafe Orleans is my favorite place to eat because you actually get like a whole food, yummy little meal, and you can have a cocktail, or maybe 3 if you charm your server.
Right.
Because they have a 2 cocktail limit, but we are already breaking that.
But because it's my birthday, special.
Yeah, they don't do birthday desserts here for free, but they will serve you a 3rd cocktail if you complain.
I prefer a drink over a dessert any day.
I like a dessert more.
We can go and get
Okay,
one.
wait, we need to discuss the amazing characters we met. You said you weren't even going to meet a character,
I said I'd meet one.
and we met 3.
We did.
Maybe more than 3 because Geppetto kissed me at one point. That was
I
really
got
4.
a kiss from Goofy.
Okay, you got a kiss from Goofy, but Geppetto walking by after doing like a ribbon dance and then kissing me was pretty major.
He was smitten. He liked you.
So we went on a few rides. We started with Mr. Toad's, which was Natalie's first time on Mr. Toad's. Well done. Thanks,
Yeah.
Matt. It was Natalie's first time riding Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. What did you think?
I actually loved it because I love a dark spin on things, and we ended up in hell somehow.
Yeah,
Because
you
we
die.
hit a train.
Yeah, you hit a train, you die, and you go to hell.
And then it
it's
put us
so
in a hot
funny.
room, which was so unexpected. And there was little devils on the walls, and it was creepy.
I'm just really happy that Disney hasn't like gotten rid of that
Why would they?
because hell and Disney, they don't really go hand in
They're
hand.
probably Christian leaders.
You're right. Hell's real, so we're
So to
good.
them, they're like,
Honestly, loved it. I just wish that Mr. Toad's Wild Ride had a
why
little bit.
Why didn't they go to heaven? Why did they take us to hell?
Because they know we're bad. Maybe there's a heaven room and we just didn't get put through there. I don't know. But you know what? I just think that the storybook narrative needs to be told a little bit because we were whip turning around, but I don't really know what the story of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride
That
is.
was wacky and wild, and I don't know what it was. But
I wanted a little bit more of a
gave
story
it-
element. I give the ride out of 10. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
That's generous. I would give it a 4.
But you were hot in hell, and that's pretty cool.
I'm down for a new experience, but I don't think I need to do it again.
Okay, great.
It was just like a little cart that scooted around.
Speaking of new experiences, after we went on the Mickey and Minnie ride, which was great, we got to meet 2 characters at one time.
Yes.
I've never done this before. We actually stumbled upon Goofy and Pluto together. And we got pictures with Goofy and Pluto together. And I thought that was amazing. A 2 for 1.
I liked it more than I thought I would. Usually I think the character lines are a waste of time, to be honest.
Right.
And for your joy, I was like, let's find Pete because you really wanted to.
I really wanted to
so
find
I didn't
Pete.
mind doing that at all.
But then we were waiting for Pete forever, and he
then they
didn't come
appeared.
out. And then we saw Goofy and Pluto, and we got a picture with them. And
Yeah.
then out came Pete.
Yes.
And so we got a picture with Pete. We met 3 characters. You've already been wrong about your character guess. We met 3 characters.
Yeah. So you lose at complaining and I lose at characters.
Okay. And then we got to meet, and then we were walking all the way back to go to Tiana's, and we saw a bunch of characters, what I thought were leaving for a parade, but I don't know if they do an afternoon parade today.
They don't do any parades.
We saw Geppetto, we saw Merida, we saw Jasmine, Aladdin,
Pinocchio was there
the
too.
Genie, and Pinocchio. A
Yeah.
whole parade of them.
I wonder where they were coming from.
No idea. Maybe I have no idea. Maybe like a Club 33 thing. Who knows?
Well, it was not advertised on the app, and I think we should complain about that. Otherwise, we would have attended such an event.
You're right. We will formally.
That was a lot of characters in one place at one time.
We'll formally complain. Okay, what else do you have written in your notes?
My notes was that we have wet butts at a late lunch.
We have wet butts at a late lunch because what did you think of Tiana's ride? It was your first time going on that too.
Okay, wait, we didn't rank Mickey's Railroad. I give that a 12 out of 10.
Yeah, Mickey's Railroad is charming. It's modern. It's so great. I give it Nothing Can Stop Us Now. I don't know how. We're gonna make it happen. And it's just like a clusterfuck, which is very like the new Mickey cartoons. And if you haven't watched them on Disney Plus, I love them. I'm gonna give the Mickey and Minnie Picnic, whatever that ride is called, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
That's it. That's shocking.
All side, my side.
You're the best. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. What's the damage?
$182.
Oh my! It's because my juleps are expensive.
With a tip, it'll be like $230 or something. I don't know.
Oh, good thing we're working right now.
I'm shocked you only give that. Would you say 9 out of 10?
Yeah, because I really think that honestly, after riding Guardians of the Galaxy's new roller coaster at Epcot in January, that ride to me is like a 10 out of 10. So, in my opinion, this one's a 9. That's still a great score. 9 out of 10 is a great score.
I loved the artistic style of the things that looked flat but weren't because there was a screen behind it and it started animating and it was cool. And I liked a twister scene always. There was a big twister.
Yeah, I got some good video of the tornado hitting us in the middle of the ride.
So it gets a 12 out of 10.
12 out of 10 for
and
Natalie.
Now I need to go on it every time
That's an
that I'm
enthusiastic
there.
12 out of 10.
It's my favorite ride.
More than Space Mountain?
That song, it's just going to make you feel positive.
Nothing can stop us now. I don't know how. Yeah, it's cute. Okay.
I think I could work there because I want to hear that all day long.
No, you would. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
You would go crazy. Okay. After that, we went to Tiana's Bayou. We both rode it for the first time. It's definitely Splash Mountain.
I give it a 4 out of 10.
A 4 out of 10.
I really enjoyed it, but I really dislike discomfort, and my pants are wet right now.
And you had a poncho,
and it did not work.
Well,
maybe it kept my upper body dry.
You were very gracious to share said poncho with me, even though my whole lower body is soaked.
Mine is too. It did not help with the lower body.
We need to come up with a better plan. For
maybe a full-on hazmat
everyone
suit.
that got off that ride was complaining about their right leg. So I think everyone's right leg gets soaked.
We had full adults.
Yeah, that was another thing.
We had a heavy log.
Our whole log flume car was
and we
adults.
were front. And I'm telling you, when we did that big drop, that log was
heavy.
It was.
That was at least a 700-pound log.
It was really.
Let me do the math really quick. Yeah, it was at least a 700-pound log hitting the water.
The nose of that log went right into the water, and we were up front. So
when we did the big drop, Natalie shared her poncho, and so she would drape it over the seat, and I put my head up the back and used the armhole to breathe. But then when we went down, the wind was so ferocious that it blew the plastic over my head, so I really wasn't covered at all, and I got soaked.
Our photo is really funny, and you're gonna have to share it with your.
I'll share the photo.
Listeners.
Yeah. I give that ride. Honestly, I was expecting. I heard that you go through her bake shop or something at one point. I didn't see that. I heard there was
We saw the beignet station. Oh, that was in the line.
That was in the line queue. But I heard on the ride there was maple syrup fragrance and stuff, and I didn't experience any of that.
I think I was too worried about getting wet the whole time.
And I also didn't see the villain on the ride at all. And the villain's my favorite.
Where was he?
He's my favorite part of that movie.
They could have done a really creepy, glow in the dark room with all of the voodoo stuff.
So I'm gonna give Tiana's Bayou Adventure a 5 out of 10. Because on a hot summer day, it will be nice.
I really liked the cute characters playing their instruments.
I
at the end.
love Louisiana.
That was the only perk of that ride.
Yeah. Okay.
So what's next?
Next, I think we're going to have to... Well, I have to pee. I have to finish my 3rd julep. My bourbon julep. And then we have to use the restroom, and then maybe Haunted Mansion. I don't know. What's the wait time?
This line is looking outrageous. I've been monitoring it while we sit here.
What, Pirates?
Pirates.
How long is it? Long? It's
just
always
been
long.
over the bridge the whole time.
I have no interest in waiting in a line more than 20 minutes for Pirates because I've done Pirates so many times.
It's my favorite. And it's my birthday.
Oh. Oh, she's...
No, I'm gonna save that for Space
Tonight.
Mountain.
Tonight,
When we
okay.
have to stand in an hour-long line after our feet actually hurt. But I'm down for Haunted Mansion. We have to go see what they changed.
We have to go
Apparently
see what
made
they changed on the
updates.
ride. And I heard that last time you checked, it was only a 35-minute wait. What about...
It's
Wait,
also an hour
Natalie.
ago.
Natalie, you haven't touched upon your first experience witnessing pin trading.
Oh, I actually think I understand why it sparks so much joy for you.
Yes.
Because there is an element of surprise, and there is something about
Hunting.
us Merniki girls and foraging.
Yeah, I sent you that TikTok.
We're foragers at heart.
Women are
And
foragers.
we need to find little knickknacks to spark joy.
And we really, really love, me and you personally, really love finding knickknacks to spark joy. So my joy in pin trading is literally like looking for something really cute or deciding to go with a theme for the day.
Should we also talk about the Disney Rose?
The Disneyland Rose of
I've
the
been
year.
looking at it this whole time we're sitting here.
So
It's
we
the most
sat down.
beautiful
Hold
flower.
on. So we sat down. So Natalie and I sat down at lunch here at Cafe Orleans, which is the ambient noise you're hearing as we're talking. And she saw these beautiful roses behind me, and she's commenting about how gorgeous they are. Natalie, can you describe the roses?
The outer petals are a lovely pastel-y pink color, but as the petals move to the center, they're bright orange, and they're beautiful.
And they're beautiful. And Natalie loved them, and I said, you know what? I was just at Rogers Gardens with Nick, as we said earlier, and the Disneyland Rose of the Year is the 2025 Rose of the Year. I wonder if that's the same one. And
And
we
it
Googled
was.
it, and it was.
It's
So,
so Disneyland actually has their own rose, and it's everywhere.
and it's stunning.
It's actually the most beautiful rose I've ever seen.
Natalie
And I
needs
don't
one.
ever want a red rose ever. I want Disneyland 2025 roses. So my future
Oh my
husband
God.
needs to take note of that.
Oh my God. We got to get a plant this year.
You need to start growing it so that you could help my future husband.
Well, if
give
you're going to
those
have
me.
this at your wedding, we're going to need some plants.
Maybe we need to buy a whole garden center and get them all
We need to
growing
buy
them.
a whole garden center.
Don't you think a field of these would be the most beautiful thing?
They really are
And
so
as the
pretty.
outer petals fall off,
As the
it just
sunlight,
is-
wait,
it's
as
just
the sunlight
orange. So
changes,
some are pink and orange, some are just orange, some are just pink. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
as the summer light changes too, some of them are like a salmon, and some of them are more like a pink.
I think it's the variation that makes them beautiful.
They're beautiful, and they almost have a tropical coloration to them too, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and so
A
that's
plus.
A+. That's 10 out of 10.
Let's go ride Haunted Mansion.
Okay, let's go ride Haunted Mansion. What are your hopes for this afternoon? My hopes for this afternoon: 1, find 3 really cool pins. 2, get 10 more people to say happy birthday to you.
I need 29 more.
I quested Natalie. I said, we're going to get you a happy birthday pin badge, and we have to get 33 different cast members to say happy birthday to you.
I have not had enough people wish me a happy birthday.
Well, we got to move it to your shirt, from the backpack to your shirt.
You're right, but I don't want a hole in my shirt.
Okay, then leave it on the backpack. But you still need to get 29. And and then my third hope is to get a sweet treat. I run a really good sweet treat. And 4, I want to go to Star Wars Land, and I want that latte with the chocolate pebble, the cocoa puffs on top.
We have to get that, and then we're gonna ride the train because I've also never ridden the train here before.
I've never ridden the train to completion.
How long is it?
It goes all the way around the park. I've only ridden the train like 2 stops.
We could use that when we're almost done because it'll bring us back to where Space Mountain is.
Okay, I really have to pee, so we gotta down these drinks.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Testing.
Test.
Closer. Look how small your wavelength.
Test.
Good, that's better. Okay. Well, we're back in the car after Disneyland. What a day.
It was a fun day.
It was a very fun day. And I have to check in on the foot report at about 10:45 p.m. We were waiting in line for Space Mountain, which took promptly an eternity. Especially with those little boys screaming at that Twitch person, who I don't even think was really the Twitch person.
It wasn't fun. That line sucked.
That line really sucked. It's just boring and old, and there's no air circulation.
You think that we would learn? We always leave Space Mountain for last, and every time it sucks the life out of us.
You know why? Because there's been a couple times when I was like, I don't even know if it was at Disneyland or if it was just Disney World, but there were a couple times I was at Disney World in like February and no one's there, and I got to run on Space Mountain like 20 times. I think those few moments cemented in my mind that the end of the night's the best time to go, but it really isn't.
I don't know, we haven't nailed that one.
What were those boys yelling at that?
I don't know, I erased it from my brain.
It was Twinkle.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
The feet are sore, that was the check-in.
That was the check-in on feet for sure.
Feet are fine, but I hobbled back to the car.
So after lunch, we did end up going over to the Haunted Mansion.
My favorite ride. One of my favorites.
But what wasn't your favorite thing about this experience at the Haunted Mansion?
Oh, the tacky decor.
So when we were waiting in line, Natalie pulled up the list of renovations they recently did for the Haunted Mansion. And
it really only entailed fixing up the queue, and I think they ruined it.
They ruined it. It was really bad. There was like things that didn't even feel like Haunted Mansion vibes. They had like
felt like they hired just any old person
to
fix it.
Someone's grandma volunteered and she just brought some things from the garage, like big marble like orbs, and then that were like swirly glass, like hazy glass. Yeah. And none of it matched anything in the Haunted Mansion at all.
Like garden hose that was up a tree that was painted like a snake or something horrible.
Yeah, a garden hose that was painted with like pink and teal and purple.
They can do so much.
And then they also had like 5 or 6 like toads, like brass toads and little knickknacks below a tree. It literally was so embarrassing.
I give it a C-, and actually no, I give it an R for redo.
An R
Did
for
you ever
redo.
Get an R on a test before?
I'm sure I did, like a spelling test or something.
I'll never forget. I had a division test I got an R on because I just did it so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
That really is bad.
It's real.
So after that, we went over to Big Thunder Canyon, and Natalie told me this crazy story that her coworker told her.
I don't even know if it was a coworker. I saw on TikTok maybe that if you look at the goat when you're going downhill, you will get rid of kidney stones.
Like you have to keep your vision on the goat as you make this big turn. And so we did it. And we felt something move.
We felt a little twinkly after.
Like I don't think I had a kidney stone, but maybe...
I don't either, but I think it did something.
Maybe it jostled something up.
I agree.
And you insisted everyone in the car did it. Like people around us were doing it too.
Yeah, everyone did it. The people in front of us and the people in front of them. Everyone did it. I swear.
That's kind of surprising.
It's a thing. People are going to listen to this and they're going to be like, I've heard about the goat.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then going to a day at Disneyland with a kidney stone is better than going to the hospital.
I agree.
Cheaper.
Great. You'll have a great day and you'll take care of your medical
Needs.
issues.
That's right. Especially if you start the day on it.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can enjoy the rest of the day. After that, I took Natalie because we had to get my favorite iced brew in Star Wars Land.
Mm-hmm.
And it has like chocolate Cocoa Puffs on top and sweet cream. And it's really good cold brew. It's really good at like, late afternoon when you need to pick me up.
We love it. We love our caffeine and we like Cocoa Puffs.
It was win-win. So we took that over to Rise of the Resistance. And
Actually,
we had no wait.
I do have a note.
What?
I am over the ice in that drink because I was
you're
trying
so
to
right.
just eat the Cocoa Puffs,
Yeah.
but I kept getting all the ice chips in my mouth.
No, me too. And it was like really, and I was also gulping in a lot of air trying to get
I
those
was getting
Cocoa Puffs.
so much air in my mouth. Yeah,
I think next time we just need to take spoons with us.
100%.
That's how we fix this problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we went to Rise of the Resistance, and because we said at the beginning of the day we hadn't ridden it in a long time, we always go on stupid Smuggler's Run, which sucks.
I'm over that one.
I hate that ride. And because, I like it if you fill the thing with people that are your friends, but if it's just like, if there's a toddler driving, you're fucked.
You're right.
And they always put the kid in the front, and they think that's fun. It's not
Mhm.
fun. The
You
kid
just
should
crash.
be in the back being the mechanic or whatever.
Well, we've had a full cart or whatever, and we still fail miserably.
the driving is hard.
It is. I don't think there is a good way to do it, honestly.
Honestly, it's just bad.
So we never.
But
need
we
to
went
do
on
that
Rise of the
again.
Resistance, and we barely waited.
Yeah, we basically flew on there, or was it because we had
The coffee to struggle with? I don't know.
We were sucking in air.
Mm-hmm. Air. Lots
We
of...
Our minds were distracted.
It was good, okay? And then, finally, my favorite part of the day came because Natalie pin traded for the first time.
Oh yeah, and I only did because
Okay, so wait, start with what pins you came with and how it went down. Give us the play-by-play.
well, I came with 2 pins just because I thought they were cute and I was gonna keep them.
Which ones?
Baby Pooh and Baby Eeyore. And sadly, I lost my Baby Pooh on the Tiana ride because I stuffed my bag into a tight space.
Yeah.
So I said, you know what, I'm going to go buy a little blind pin bag because the woman was standing outside of the store with the little, the display case that was like to make sure it was from a certain pack. If you bought that pack, you could trade from that section.
Right, if you get like the idea is if you get a
Yeah.
duplicate or something, they have boards that are like so you can trade within the same pack so it keeps the quality.
Mm-hmm.
And they do that like at certain parks. There's usually only one place that'll do that. So Star
And I liked
Traders.
that deal. And I basically just saw a pin on there I wanted. So I just went and bought one so I could trade for that pin.
Yeah, which was cute. It was who?
It was Vampire Mickey.
Vampire Mickey. It was really cute. And then Natalie declared that she was going to collect
Only holiday pins, Halloween and Christmas.
Halloween and Christmas pins. And I was like, wow, this was a uber success.
I
knew
think
you'd love pin
I think it
trading.
could get out of control, but I'm gonna just say holidays only.
Yeah.
And classic.
Classic what?
Just, like really generic Mickey, Minnie,
Okay.
Pluto, Goofy,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay, fine.
Because I want to keep my baby Eeyore. Oh, but that's not generic. Eeyore's not a baby. Damn it.
Damn it. Now what are you gonna you've done baby characters? No, that's weird.
I'll throw it away.
No,
I'll-
you won't. You can just have
I'll
a one-off
trade it.
pin.
I'll trade it.
Okay, sure, you can trade it.
Oh.
And so after that, we went to Astro Blasters. Natalie was very reluctant to go on, but there was literally a 5-minute wait, and I won.
I was just already dreading the long line at Space Mountain.
I know.
But that is always a fun ride. Lindsay did win, but just
I
by a
won,
little.
and we got a free picture. It was like, I think this is the only experience at Disneyland that still gives you a free picture. At the end of the ride, you can email a picture to yourself.
We love free stuff.
We love, and that's cool, okay? And then finally, yeah, we went to Space Mountain. That's the one thing that you were...
But we love that ride, and
We really love it. We had a
I've
great
never
time.
done it Star Wars themed.
Yes, that's why we had to do it, because Natalie had never done it
before like that.
And like it wasn't that special. It was just the music and some little pictures.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
So they really don't need to do that. Keep it the way it's supposed to be.
Just make the Space Mountain line shorter.
Also, we have enough Star Wars in that park.
I know.
Star Wars is taken over.
They only do that for May the 4th. It's only because we went on May 5th.
They have the Star Wars ride in the Fantasyland.
I'm telling you, Space Mountain is only themed Star Wars.
I know. Yeah. I'm saying they don't need it.
Oh,
I don't need
okay.
it. They don't need it. They have a
I
whole
know.
land.
They're just really trying to make
They
it
have
work.
a whole
They're
park.
like, we got to make it work.
No.
All right. Well, we had a fun day at Disney. Let's go home to bed. I'm tired.
Yes, time for a shower and snuggles with the dogs.
And maybe I'll look at my pins.
I'll look at the ones that I can buy on eBay so I can start trading.
No, those are fake. We found out those are fake.
I'm only buying real ones.
Only buying real pins. And yeah.
That's it for me. Signing off.
Bye. Happy birthday.
Bye.
Okay, well, that was a really fun day at Disneyland, and I'm so excited that I could celebrate my sister's birthday and take her there, and we got to do everything she wanted to do, plus I got her to try pin trading, which I think is so much fun. I mean, I've been really enjoying watching people on TikTok do it. I think it's like, it's free. So I'd rather watch someone on TikTok open the box than spend my own money, you know what I mean? But going to the parks and doing it is a great time. Going on all of our favorite rides and eating good stuff was a great time. So hopefully we'll have more of the Meet My Friends field trips coming in the future. I know that the sound was a little bit rocky on this one. We'll work on that. Of course, we can't have the professional mic setup when we're on the road, but we'll figure it out. It's good enough. So we'll see you next week. And hey, if you were enjoying Bravoholics Anonymous on this channel, it now has its own channel. So just search Bravoholics Anonymous in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts, and you will find that show, all the past episodes, and all the new episodes coming out on that channel going forward. Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time when I have another amazing friend on the show.